Okay, I was about to say, I was like, it looks like shit. I literally pay for YouTube. Why would it not look good? Hey, what is up, y'all? I wish I was seeing all of these things because I literally am scrambling to get ready. My jury duty was canceled, but I still went to work. So yeah, that sucks. But this is cute because last year they had a 15-minute countdown, I think, like after the stream already started or something. And this is definitely more amusing. What's up, y'all? We're back in Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's me, Miss Skull Crusher, and you know what's about to go down. The showcase. The showcase. I don't know what's going to happen, but we're obviously going to get the DLC. My last minute predictions before I run out of time is I do think we're going to go to Toy Story again. I think Ralph is going to come, and I think Cinderella is going to come. And I hope Hades and Magnificent both actually come. Not like it's a continuation storyline. But I mean, they showed Jafar in the main story teaser. And he did come with the 3 islands. I'm hoping to see more search bars. Like a cooking search bar. As well as figure out what this more space in the valley is. But I'm really super excited. I'm really super excited. Already so far, it's looking a little more polished than last year, because last year it just had like a long blank intro, and I believe it was after the time had already started, but I guess they figured out that we're all going to be on time, that everyone's literally been waiting for like weeks. But cheers to us. It's the biggest social event of the season. It's the only social event in the game, kind of, if you consider this being social. How many pieces of iron ore are needed to craft 1 iron ingot? 5? Shit, y'all know I don't know any of this stuff. And I was gonna say you should take a shot every time they say valley, but I was right! I do know, yay! Take a shot every time they say valley, but I feel like they're gonna say it a lot. So don't do that, it could be dangerous. That's funny, I'm watching somebody else's and their countdown is ahead of my countdown by 10 seconds. Why is that? I'm gonna refresh. No, still. Is the chat on? Because last time they had, oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at everybody. Hey y'all. Let's go. Oopsie. 2, 1. Oh crap. Okay. Sally, the book, the birds. Ooh. Multi-levels? Hades. Ooh, the mushrooms. Oh my god, a freaking dragon?
Hey Valley Villagers, welcome
to
the
look at
Disney
Rachel.
Dreamlight Valley
She looks really cute.
Showcase stream. I'm Rachel.
And Ryan looks cute too.
And we're
hey
both
Ryan.
so excited to give you a behind the magic look at what.
So what do we have in store for you today? We're thrilled to introduce some of the amazing folks on the team.
Community highlight. They are going to do community highlights, y'all.
Disney Dreamlight Valley, a Rift in Time expansion
Reflect
pass.
on past updates.
We'll also look ahead at some of the exciting developments on the horizon.
Update news.
And make sure to tune in for the full stream as well. It'll be
she looks so cute. Happy Halloween.
And exclusive teasers that you won't want to miss.
Kicking things off.
Oh, they just posted on
by
Discord.
reflecting on one of the best parts of Disney Dreamlight Valley, you, our community.
And thank you for joining us today and living magically with us and alongside some of your favorite Disney and Pixar characters. Let's dive into how you've shaped this journey with the inclusion of community-driven features, some arriving a lot sooner than you might expect.
Multiplayer.
At this point, there isn't a corner of my own valley that isn't inspired in part by our fans' designs. But what I love is seeing their reactions to each update, exploring and relating to the stories that each new character brings.
And just like last year, we've brought along some clips that show off our past year of updates, just
Good.
as we see it.
I thought they might not do
eyes.
it this time. Let's see how many I know. Trick-or-treating with us. Hey, I told y'all I'd like Ollie Jolly.
Well, you see, I'm the president of the Oogie Boogie fan club.
What? New people. New people to look up. Laughing with us. Cubezilla.
I love it.
Tinker Lily! Oh my gosh, she's watching right now. On live. She's live.
Look
Returning
how
with old
cute
friends.
she was.
Hey! It's Steph.
Look at her.
Lauren. Saving a realm with us. Tie-dye Rex. She looks cool.
Nobody's sad that I
Mr.
have to break
Star and
the
Sky! Oh my gosh. Cooking up memories with us. We be blurty.
We're gonna make. Oh my gosh.
Miss Pegs. Turning back time with us.
Oh, this
Bella
is
Lisa.
so cool.
Oh,
Oh.
they put a
my
lot of
gosh.
people.
We're like
Teague
changing it from the
stash?
past to the present. Oh my.
Jamie
God.
again. Yes.
Oh, it's
Queen. Dr. Gluon, really? Come on.
flying.
Slab. Are you Slab's gonna lose his freaking mind. Yay, y'all. I knew about half. I'm gonna have to look up the other ones.
Before we get any further, I think we have a code 2319.
A code 23. Oh.
So
That's
funny.
the first redemption code we have to share with everyone watching the stream. Add some
That's a real
celebratory style
sock,
to your
though.
avatar by redeeming the code on screen for a pair
DDV
of Dreamlight
socks
thigh-high
2024.
socks and Dreamlight crew socks to wear in-game.
Use these steps
I
to
can't
redeem
believe
the
they
code
put
and be
Dr.
sure to
Glue
tune into
on,
the
though.
full stream for additional code reveals.
Since
Socks.
this time last year, we've introduced 2 new realms, 13 new characters, and
That's a
dozens
lot.
of exciting furniture and wardrobe items across 6 free updates, and the Disney Dreamlight Valley, a Rift in Time expansion pass.
Which is awesome.
As always, if you have a suggestion or feedback for the game, don't hesitate to let us know on one of our social media accounts or by joining our official Discord server.
Up next, we've got another community manager, Courtney, and our game manager, Guillaume, to give you all the deets on our upcoming free update and maybe some of those aforementioned
Let's go.
quality of life improvements that you can expect coming to your valleys
Search
very
bars.
soon.
Thanks for joining me today.
What
to take
was
a deep
that?
dive into the next free
Are they
content
changing
update
the castle?
coming to the valley.
Hello!
Thanks for having us.
So last year around this time, we revealed Jack Skellington and the Pumpkin King Returns update. As you likely guessed from our last roadmap, Sally from Disney Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas will join him.
Oh
bringing her
my
signature
gosh.
Patrick style to the valley as
That's
part
super
of the
cool
So
that they
Delightful
did that.
update.
After hunting for dolls and experimenting on night shards with Jack, what can we expect from Sally's adventures in the valley?
Well, having lost her way outside the valley, players will team up with Jack to make sense of Sally's creepy crawly
Get Jack
messengers
to level
as they craft
10,
a
y'all.
plan to reunite with her. Then as Sally gets comfortable in the valley, you'll help her set up a macabre date night,
Jack
embrace the art of
cookies.
quilting, and puzzle out her latest premonition, among other things.
So as far as Sally's friendship rewards go, what can players expect?
Well, inspired by our sense of style, you can expect tons of patterns across clothing items and furniture. From stripped socks to a bed featuring Sally's iconic patchwork aesthetic, these rewards just scream Sally.
Now, it wouldn't be a Disney Dreamlight Valley update without a new star path. What
I
can we
couldn't see
expect
anything
from
but the
theme this
dress.
time around?
Well, this winter we'll be embracing the ethereal sides of the season. You'll get to step into your own personal fairy tale with ice-adorned furniture and bring a sense of whimsy
It's
to your
cool,
dream
but it's
submissions
not
with the
Nightmare
wand
Before
that produces snowflakes.
Christmas.
Well, there's never been a better time to join the Valley.
Okay, that's
especially now,
cute.
as I know the team's been cooking up something particularly special with this update.
Search
Isn't that
bars
right,
for
Dom?
cooking.
That's right. As part of the So Delightful update, we're introducing
So
a feature
delightful.
called Floating Islands.
Ooh.
These act as additional spaces parallel to the valley where players can decorate and let their
Floating
creativity
islands.
run
Nobody
free.
called
So you
that.
could
Well,
almost think
kind
of
of.
these as
Kind of.
extensions of the current biomes?
Exactly. Each biome in the valley will have a floating island counterpart, retaining the same theme and ambience, but it will start as a clean slate. We plan to roll this out over time, and we'll kick things off with
Over
4 floating
time.
islands in the So Delightful update. Like biomes in the valley, they will
That's
be
a
purchasable
lot
with
of
Dreamlight.
area.
And even
I
better,
have to
each
decorate.
floating islands will have objects limit
15,000. Did y'all see that?
Making them perfect
15,000
for exploring
Dreamlight.
your creativity and seeing how far you can go with your decorating skills.
We've also seen how driven our community is to connect, so it was equally important to us to ensure that this
Multiplayer.
creativity could be shared. So yes, you will be able to travel to floating islands during valley visits.
How big are these
Okay.
spaces?
From a scale perspective, our intention is for each of these floating islands to feel comparable in size to their valley counterparts, once you've taken out immovable features. Ultimately, the goal is to offer ample space to create
So it's
without
as
them
big as the
feeling
whole
overwhelming.
biome?
We will have more to share about the exact size of the floating islands a little closer to launch.
And any furniture, decorations, or houses you've collected, as well as villagers you've befriended, will be totally accessible on these islands. And you won't have to worry about tidying up.
Mr. Star,
Instead,
I think,
the
said
focus
that.
will be on empowering you with the creativity-focused options you've come to love.
We have one more piece of
That's
big news
actually
to share
really, really
regarding
cool.
a feature update.
Oh, in addition to floating islands?
Yes, we're improving upon how players can decorate in a huge way. Currently, item rotation is locked to the 4 cardinal directions. We've been impressed with our community's creative drive, and it has inspired us to add even greater control when placing items by increasing to 16 points of rotation.
Oh my god, they did it.
You'll be able to more
They did
freely
it.
rotate buildings, landscaping items, resources like flowers, and even dropped items like prepared
Hell
dishes.
yeah.
Our plan is to
Oh,
continue
straight
building
on the
upon this feature
table?
over time,
Hell yeah.
including extending the support to fences and paths.
When will players be able to get their hands on these
Paths.
features and the rest of the update?
We are excited to share that the So Delightful update
I can't-
will be released
that
free
dress-
for all players on December 4th,
Yes.
2024.
December
Speaking of
4th, you
release
called
date, I
it. We
feel
called
like
it.
there
We
was
knew
one more
that.
thing you wanted to unveil.
Looking ahead to next year, we're excited to share the free content roadmap for the first half of
Oh
2024.
my god.
In the first
Is
few
that
updates of
Alice in
early next year,
Wonderland?
we're excited
Step
to
into
bring
Land of
some
Wonder, I
beloved
mean, you-
character to the valley.
Let's
There are two
go.
I know have been
Aladdin,
among the top
Aladdin,
community requests, and it's safe
Skull
to say
Rock.
I'm right there with them.
frickin'
And
Skull
this is just
Rock.
a first look at what we have in store. With such a rich history
Damn.
of Disney and Pixar stories to draw
Let's
from,
go.
there are so many exciting characters yet to come. I've been tidying myself over by hosting tea parties in the valley, so I can't wait until we can share what the team's got in
Can't
the
we
cards
sit
for
down?
that spring update. How about you, Ryan?
You gotta sit down
I'm
to have a
excited
tea
see what
party,
secret
girl.
Skull Rock might hold. After all, I know this has been a hot topic among the community, but most importantly, I can't wait to see what all of our players are most excited about. But with that, I really appreciate you both taking the time to chat today. Changing gears from free content updates, I think it's about time we visited a new land. with
Baby
mythical proportions.
dragons! Oh my god. Look at it.
Welcome to the Storybook Vale. Lately, life here hasn't been so happily ever after.
It's
But it
Magnificent
wasn't
speaking,
always
right?
like this. Once
Who's
upon a
speaking?
time, the Storybook Vale was a land made up of legendary stories. where
Uh-oh!
fairy tales sprang
Miranda!
to life until one day, powerful villains stole
Yes!
it away and
She looks
twisted it
good.
to their
He looks
image.
okay.
But their wicked nature didn't keep them friendly for long.
Oh my
Their
god.
hunger for power tore
So that's
the
4
Vale
people?
apart. But all is not lost forever. Explore this magical world floating in the sky.
I can't even.
Discover an
There's a lot of
enchanted
houses.
artifact.
There's the
Capture
net.
treasured tales that have taken on a life
Treasure
of their own.
tells. Oh, they're
Unravel
cute.
mythic
They are like
riddles and
origami.
reveal their hidden secrets.
Puzzles.
Rekindle old friendships.
Fishing. Fishing.
We discover long lost fables. And
Mythology.
help old friends come back together again.
David Aurora's coming, I think.
Disney Dreamlight Valley.
That's
The Storybook
5 people?
Vale, Part 1 launches November 20.
November 20. Hold
Launching
up.
November 20th, Part 1 of Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook Vale, invites players to make use of their Stardust port
They're
once
doing it
again to be
separate.
whisked away to the Vale. Our second expansion
Let's
pass
go.
gives players a whole new adventure full of new friends, quests, biomes, and even more surprises. Joining us
I
now
love
to
her
share more on the
outfit.
narrative and game design of Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook Vale, are some familiar faces from our last showcase, Josh and Calixta. Welcome.
Hello.
Happy to be here.
Hey.
I'm sure everyone is buzzing with questions after seeing that amazing trailer. To kick things off, can
My
you share
mind
some more
is,
insights into the
dead.
direction behind creating another expansion pass?
It was
Of
too
course.
much.
So expansion passes let us recapture the feeling that we gave players the first time they stepped into the valley.
This
telling
is
a whole
better.
New story with
This
new
is so much
villagers
better.
To meet, mysteries to unravel, and biomes to make all your own. They're a great way for us to deliver just a huge amount of content to players.
And many of our players have interacted with the first expansion pass, Disney Dreamlight Valley: A Rift in Time, which was explored in 3
You mean
acts.
we're done?
Should they be looking forward to a similar rollout with this new one?
So for this expansion, we chose to do 2 parts with more content in each. We saw player feedback around the
Fair
time
enough.
to reach the conclusion of the story and get you far.
Mythical
and with
one.
this new format, you'll get just as much
Solve the
content without
puzzles.
as long of a wait. But just like with our first expansion,
We hate
purchasing the Disney Dreamlight
waiting.
Valley, the Storybook Vale Expansion Pass will get you both parts as they become available.
Try not
More
to just
content,
randomly
fewer
scream.
cliffhangers. Count me in. Now it's time to spill the beans. What is the exciting story this time?
So the Storybook Vale is the place in your heart where all your most treasured stories live. Once it hung in the sky above Dreamlight Valley, but during the forgetting, 2 Disney villains stole the veil away. For a time, Maleficent from Disney's Sleeping Beauty and Hades from Disney's
how they looked in
Hercules
my head,
ruled
you know?
peacefully together over its 3 unique biomes, the Bind, Ever After, and Mythopia. But soon, a struggle for power between the mistress of all evil and the lord of the underworld tore the veil apart. As you can imagine, when you get those 2 egos
similar to the
together in a
Rift in
room,
Time,
sparks literally fly.
Yes. And
They're
when
funny.
the players arrive in the Vale, they'll find out that things aren't so happily ever after. Ink is spilling out of the very ground throughout the Vale, and other mysterious phenomena have begun to take hold. You'll meet with the Lore Keeper, a talking enchanted book who holds this world together. And while she won't tell many stories in her pages, the discord between Hades and Maleficent has scattered them. So only you can put them back together as you explore the Vale and
Like
get a
the
little
Ruler's
help from
Diary.
new friends along the way.
Speaking of new friends, we were all treated to a glimpse of some of the villagers who will hopefully join us on our adventures and later our valleys. I'm sure I'm not the only one curious as to what you can tell us about our new friends.
Well, I'm happy to share that part 1 of the Storybook Vale will bring with it 3 villagers for you to unlock. In the Bind, you'll find Merida from Disney and Pixar's Brave. Merida is such a fun character, and she seems like the perfect new friend for the player. This fearless princess will act as your guide, helping you command your own fate and learn more about this new world.
And in Ever After, you'll meet with Flynn Rider from Disney Tango. This swashbuckling rogue will help you uncover a world of fairy tales. Flynn's
a lot of
personality
people have been
is so
asking for
exciting to play
Flynn.
with. Just watch out when you put
Another
on a
reunion.
smolder.
Do they
For
get
players
the
who already
reunion because they're in 2
befriended
different
Rapunzel in
expansions?
Disney Dreamlight Valley, A Rift in Time, look out for a special opportunity to reunite the 2.
They just answered my question.
In Mythopia, you'll meet Hades from Disney's Hercules. Hades will help you to get to the bottom of a world of myths. And in my opinion, Hades is one of the funniest characters ever in a Disney movie, and he brings that same sense of humor to the game. Just watch out as he tries to make you his minion, because he's not exactly the greatest boss.
And of course, all these villagers will come with their own unique houses that you can move to the base game or to a floating island, if that's where you think they work best and want them to live.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna add Hades to my floating island full of villains.
I'll absolutely be making a Tangled-themed floating island to house both Flynn and Rapunzel. But I noticed you didn't mention anything about Maleficent.
While players might run into her in part 1, stay tuned for part 2 to solve all the mysteries of the Vale and welcome her to the Valley.
Half and half.
And that's not all.
That's fine.
You can expect one more mysterious figure to join forces with players in part 2 of the Storybook Vale.
Aside from new friends helping us,
Obviously,
is there anything else we can
Aurora.
expect to aid us in piecing back together the Lore Keeper's stories?
Yes, players will have their neural net to aid them.
Why a net?
Well, the scatters pages from the Lore Keeper hasn't just scattered with the wind. They've come to life in the form of snippets, which are enchanted origami creatures that you have to capture.
It looks
the
so
snippets
good.
mostly hang out around the Vale, but watch out for a few special rare ones that will show up back in the Dreamlight Valley.
Can't believe how cute they are. They're gonna be tricky to catch.
Other than looking adorable flying around the Vale, each snippet will come with their own unique way to be captured that the player will need to figure it out.
And once you catch them, you can restore Disney and Pixar magic to the Lore Keeper's pages with a puzzle minigame. Each tale takes the form of a beautiful tapestry telling the story behind a classic Disney or Pixar film. And these tapestries can then serve as
I
beautiful
asked for
pieces
more
of
puzzles.
decor
I did.
that players can use to furnish their in-game
And it's a
homes.
comic. I like it.
I can't wait to see the gallery spaces our players are going to design to showcase them. But speaking of designing, as I'm sure players are invested in where to place their home in-game, what can we look forward to when exploring the different biomes in the expansion?
Well, after seeing the feedback from our last expansion, we've improved the flow of unlocking the areas within the biome and how a player
Look at
progression
those
in turn
blobs.
affect their exploration of
I'm
this
not cleaning those
fantastical
up.
new world. One of our main goals in crafting the Vale was to allow for easier and more inspired decorating for our Decor Dragon players. We've also added more magic with the introduction of prominent landmarks inspired by Disney and Pixar stories. But of course, our team delights in creating secrets for players to discover too. Throughout your journey to the Vale, you will uncover trials, special quests inspired by fairy tales and myths. They've become Scrabble-like pages in a book, and only the player can set them right using their full breadth of real tools,
and creepy,
old and new.
And I'm sure our community is up for the challenge. With all you've shared, it sounds
Oh,
like
hell
there's
yeah,
still
I'm ready
many
for
mysteries
puzzles.
waiting for us in the Vale. Thank
And
you so much for
mysteries.
joining us, you two.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we invite 2 members of the art team to the stage to share more on the world and artistic design of the Storybook Vale. But
Yay.
first, use the code on screen to claim a Dreamlight Bow headband
DDV
in-game.
Bow HB 2024. Nice. Those are
I'm
the
joined by
premium
director Steven
gazebo
and
things.
concept artist Yanon to dig into some of the inspiration behind the Storybook Vale.
Hey there.
Thanks for having us.
Why don't we start with
What's
quite
up?
literally the biggest artistic endeavor of the expansion pass, the biomes. Earlier, we were introduced to the Bind, Mythopia, and Ever After. Where did the inspiration for these
Mythopia.
biomes come from?
In many ways, the bind was born out of our team's collective love of stories. There's something special and uniquely cozy about curling up with a good book.
Oh my
So the
god.
decision to lean into dark academia and the cool yet cozy ambience of an autumnal forest just made sense.
And similarly,
Beautiful.
Mythopia, as you may have guessed from the name, is inspired by Greco-Roman culture and ancient myths. When you explore this biome, you'll walk
Ooh,
through
look at the
rolling fields
windmills.
of golden wheat, dotted with cypress trees, magenta florals,
I love how the
and ancient
flowers
ruins.
sprinkled
And
throughout.
we also
Olive, that was
discover
olive
subtle
tree,
clues
right?
that a certain god of the underworld has also been there.
Finally, there's Ever After.
Clues.
We drew a ton of inspiration from Scottish and Scandinavian folklore.
Alice
whilst
is
working
coming?
in Fey mythology. The idea was to capture the feeling of a dark, enchanted mushroom forest and windswept moorlands.
I don't know about you, but for me, one of the most exciting aspects of digging into new biomes is seeing just how they'll translate into clothing and furniture items. Could you share a sneak peek at what folks can expect?
Of course, self-expression is one of the main pillars of our game, so we
We'll
love
have
the
to see
idea
it.
of taking inspiration from the new biomes into player customization. Maybe you want to build a cozy library where you can read for hours, or you want to dress up as a Greek god or goddess, or design a
duh.
magical mushroom fairy forest.
Those
I think
are
that there's
frickin'
something for
cool.
everyone here.
Speaking of
I
expression,
love that.
we wanted to take our commitment to aesthetic cohesion even further in the Storybook Vale. Not only will you find Scrooge McDuck's store and Sherry Me within this new world,
Teddy, you're
you'll
right.
also find that the facades have been overhauled to better fit in with their biome surroundings.
Oh my gosh.
You'll also want to keep an
Thank
eye
you.
out for some new additions
So
to
much
Scrooge
better.
McDuck's store that will be available to owners of this new expansion pass.
Knowing just how much care you've put into the smaller details of the environment, I'd love to know if there's any landmarks that stood out to you.
Yes, well, speaking of those smaller details, we loved playing with scale in Ever After. In particular, there's a waterfall feature that's inspired by the Mad
Whoa.
Hatter's Tea Party from Disney's Alice in Wonderland.
That's why it looks so
I feel
cool.
like this perfectly captures the whimsy of that biome.
The giant Hades statues in Mythopia is another imposing sight in game. Between that and
Hot.
the design of Mount Olympus, which features flames that mirror Hades himself, I feel
We're gonna
like
go
these
up
players
there?
will have a
That's
blast picking
cool.
out the details we worked in.
What about
That's so
snippets?
cool.
Where did that idea come from?
The snippets are literal pieces of escaped stories torn from a book. When we were imagining how they may have
Adorable.
escaped, we realized we wanted the snippets to have their own personalities. So the idea of origami animals or little paper creatures
Y'all were
like a
right.
cute and fluttery
Origami.
bird or a silly
Origami.
little frog was created.
I love that. Speaking of cute little animals,
They
are
are
you able to
freaking
share
cute.
anything about the new animal companions?
Yeah,
coming this
show me
expansion?
more.
Absolutely. As there will be 3 biomes arriving in the expansion
So
pass, we'll
3
be adding a
animals,
unique
right?
critter to each, all with their own color variants and puzzling catching mechanics.
Owls! We
First
got
of
the
these
owls.
soon-to-be animal companions
Senpai,
for
it's
players
okay.
to
It's a
find
real
will be the
owl.
owls in the bind.
And as a nod to Maleficent's rule of the land,
The
players can find mini
dragons!
dragons in Ever After. And if that's not exciting enough, players
That's
can
enough for
also
me.
find mini
Oh,
horses
yo,
in
we got the
Mythopia, drawing
Pegasus! Oh my
inspiration from
god.
Disney's Fantasia.
That's incredible. I know I'll be counting down the days
Oh
until
my
I can
God.
adventure with a mini dragon at my side. To wrap things up, however, any last details on new collectibles and resources?
As you've seen, the Storybook Vale's biomes are remarkable in their own ways, and the resources you can find in each are unique as well.
One of my favorite
Cauliflower.
new additions are koi. They can be found in the bind along with sea wolf fish and delicious sea grapes.
But
How about
can
you,
we have a
Steven?
fish
Any
tank
favorites?
though?
I'm a big fan of the landscaping. Mythopia brings poppies,
I like
buried lightning
that.
strikes, and bougainvillea.
Ooh.
And Ever After is filled with bioluminescent moss and giant flora.
Cool.
There's also plenty of edible plants as well, ranged from green beans to porcini to more fantastical ones like ambrosia.
Well, I can't wait to see how our players
Ambrosia?
react to them. With new resources, can we also expect to be cooking up new delectable dishes?
Definitely. We have dozens of new recipes
definitely.
arriving with the expansion
Ooh.
pass, utilizing ingredients from both the valley
Those
and
look
the Vale.
really cool
Once again, thank you
compared
both so
to
much for
what's
joining
already
us
in the
today
game.
to dig into all the amazing art
Oh my
in
gosh.
Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook Vale.
Thanks.
Thanks for having us.
This
Now,
is like literally
let's take a look at how
insane.
you
There's
can
like
get
so
your
much
hands
stuff I
on the
can't
expansion
even
pass.
digest.
For those of you who've been following along on this magical journey and already own the base game, there are 2 ways to dive into the Storybook Vale Expansion Pass.
Like a rift in time before it, the expansion pass will include a bundle of moonstones with your purchase.
Okay.
If you'd like to add a little extra magic, look no further than the Magical
What is that?
Edition, which offers even more moonstones, a collection of library and chic
Baby
cosmetic
Pegasus
items, and a
companion.
truly adorable baby Pegasus.
How much
animal
is it?
companion.
If you're new or know a friend who would love to get into Disney Dreamlight Valley, these are great starting points. Between the Disney Dreamlight Valley base game, the Storybook Vale bundle, and the Enchanted Edition,
Wait a
you'll be
minute.
able to choose what's right for you.
And of
So we
course,
have to-
you can't forget about those of you who take the time to dive into updates as soon as they arrive.
So do
We're
we have
excited
to
offer
buy
a
it
special
to get
early
the
adopter
stuff?
bonus for expansion pass
Oh.
owners. As
Thank
we have
you.
new ways to begin or
Those are
expand upon
cute.
your Disney Dreamlight Valley
But what about the
experience,
baby Pegasus,
we'll soon
damn
say
it?
goodbye to the Gold Edition, which comes bundled with the base game, our first expansion pass, A Rift in Time, and
I'm so
an assortment of
confused. I
cosmetic
want the
items.
extra shit
This
too.
edition will officially leave stores on November 20th at 5 a.m. Eastern Time. We are kicking
It's
off our
40%
deepest
off
sale
right
of the
now,
Gold
yeah.
Edition to date, so catch up on our first expansion, also on sale, while you wait for the Storybook Vale.
And there you have it. From a new expansion pass exploring myth and the stories that connect us, to floating islands that will open up all sorts of creativity in the valley. We're so glad
They
you
didn't
were
say
able to
anything
join
about
us.
search bars.
All the excitement of
They didn't
today's
say anything
showcase.
about
Remember to
PlayStation
redeem
progression
the 2 codes
either.
we shared throughout this showcase, and the third
2
and final
codes.
one right here for unique Dreamlight-themed items in-game.
And stay tuned to
I
our
kinda
social
like that
channels
one.
over the coming weeks for even more details on these exciting new releases. Disney Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook Vale Expansion Pass, launches on November 20th.
November
And the
20th.
So Delightful update arrives on December 4th.
People
See you
were
in the
asking to
valley.
have them separate, and they did. See you in the valley. Oh my god. Okay. They put the code up there. Not another expansion pass. Well, y'all knew it was another expansion pass. So, does that mean we have to buy the game again to get the extra stuff?
Even more moonstones, a collection of light.
Oh, that's just the bonus content. I was going to say, because I still do not have... Look at everybody going crazy. This was awesome. So excited. Thank you. I can't wait. Yeah. So we're going to get all that stuff when we buy it, right? Magical edition.
Dozens of new recipes arriving with the
I
expansion
have to look
pass,
again.
utilizing ingredients from both the
DDV
Valley
jacket
and the Vale.
2024.
Once again,
Everybody's
thank you
saying
both
the
so
code
much for
over and over
joining us
again.
today to dig into all the amazing art in Disney.
What
Dreamlight
about Wreck-It
Valley,
Ralph?
the
Yeah, what
Storybook
about
Vale.
Ralph and
Thanks.
Cinderella?
Thanks for having us.
I was
Now,
wrong about them
let's take a look
coming.
at how you can get your hands on the
Okay.
expansion pass.
Okay.
For those of you who've been following along on this magical journey,
So
and already
excited,
on the
but
base
please
game,
fix the
there are 2 ways
bugs.
to dive into the Storybook Vale
I am
Expansion Pass.
shocked. Thanks
Like a
for
rift in time before
everything.
it,
I
the
wish I was
expansion pass will
home.
include a bundle of moonstones with your purchase. If
Okay.
you'd like to add a little extra magic,
Oh, it's just a higher edition. But it didn't say how much it
amazing art in
was,
Disney
right?
Dreamlight Valley, the Storybook Vale.
And I don't think we can
Thanks.
pre-order because
having
we
us.
couldn't pre-order
Now,
the other one.
Let's take a look at how you can
But-
get your hands on the expansion.
So I was like, I
pass.
don't really want to buy the game just to have
For
the
those of
extra
you who've been
stuff.
following
That's why I
along on
haven't
this
got the
magical
cozy
journey
edition.
And already own the base game, there are 2 ways to dive into the Storybook
Okay.
Vale Expansion Pass.
Like a rift
So
in
they're
time
talking
before
about
it,
us.
the expansion pass will include
They
a
didn't
bundle
say
of
how much it
moonstones
was.
with your purchase.
And I thought they might go up on the price, but I guess technically they didn't go up on the price unless you want the stuff. And I'm definitely getting the stuff. Okay. Okay. Lots of characters. I guess Aurora is gonna come, but they didn't like blatantly say it. Where is the road map? Where did the road map go? Oh, there it is. Do y'all step into a land of wonder and meet new friends along the way? So we're gonna get an Alice in Wonderland realm. Gelatin's coming, and Skull Rock. We're gonna get inside Skull Rock in the summer. That's only 3 updates, but they'll probably do what they did again and do the December update with this one. So there we go. That's funny. People are still talking. I'm saving $50. Yeah, definitely. I think it's gonna be. I don't know, because isn't the other one $35? So do you think it's going to be $50? Make it cheaper. All right, y'all. I think besides Alice, I mean, I guess it's this Cheshire Cat coming, right? But that means it leads, like Alice will come eventually. And I didn't even notice. What's this feather? What is the feather? Solve an ancient mystery and discover who's waiting inside Skull Rock. Isn't it supposed to be Peter Pan, though? Wow. Sorry, everything's going crazy. Everything is going crazy because everybody's talking because it just ended. So, yeah. That was really cool. I don't know if I'm more excited for Baby Pegasus or Baby Dragons. For Magnificent, we have to wait for Magnificent. We're going to get Hades up front. What, it's like 5 characters in there? Merida and Flynn Rider. That's amazing. Aladdin and Jasmine are coming together. That's hot. We're going to get to step into a Wonderland realm. I really think they should have done a Wonderland biome, but in the expansion pass, they're going to have the ever after realm. I should turn down my phone. And Skull Rock. We're finally going to get in Skull Rock, but it's going to be in the summer. Hopefully they won't be behind this time, but the roadmap is smaller. But I guess they just didn't add winter and it will be like this again. Saw a lot of people I know in the creator thing. That was cool. Mr. Star and Sky was in there. Everybody was in there. Very fun. I'm glad they did that again. I wasn't sure. I do think it's funny that I talk about Dr. Gluon sometimes because I've been watching him from Sims. He's not really a Disney Dreamlight Valley player, but he is funny and fun. So, I don't know. I was surprised to see him in there. So, let me know. Let me know something. What's the most exciting thing that you saw? And if there's anything you're disappointed, they didn't bring up any search bars and they did not bring up PlayStation integration cross save. They said that was coming out this year. So maybe it'll be in the patch notes for the December update. And they did split the expansion and the update into 2 separate things. A lot of people are asking for that because it is overwhelming. I know from a content creating standpoint, it is a lot to do, to try to get the whole expansion pass done, but you don't have to do it all at one time. So, I mean, whatever. But there were several things that people wanted. The floating islands, that's really cool. That's really cool. And the fact that multiplayer can come. I thought they were going to say something about like the multiplayer quest or like an in-game communication for multiplayer. But, you know, they didn't tell us everything. It's still going to be a whole year. And a long, wonderful year at that. And cheers. Cheers to Disney Dreamlight Valley. I think I'm impressed. I don't know. But I know I'm freaking excited. And I know everybody else is too. So yeah, let me know. What is the best thing? What is the best thing? And was there something I missed? There was so much stuff going on. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, you know, the characters, they are what they are. I feel like they don't look the same, but of course they're not going to look the same because they're like 3D renderings from flat 2D animations. But I feel like everything looks good. They finally addressed Skull Rock. I feel like they did kind of address the community a little more so, and I like the way they did the content creator thing. They put a lot more people in there, and now I got some new people to go look up and lurk on. And Jamie was in there twice. Congratulations, Jamie. Good for her. Good for all of us. This is going to be freaking fun. They didn't say search bars. They didn't say the cross progression. But that's okay. They did say a lot, and they're still going to say more. They said stay tuned, so you know how they do. But as always, thank y'all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. This was a lot, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye.